read that she was selling and a halter.
Ew.
Oh. That looks pretty recent though. See, it's just...
They said that she hadn't been right, and they said that she fell last fall.
Oh, okay. This is new. It's just a raw spot right there. It's like she scratched or scraped it on something. But that's fresh. Huh. That's just the darndest thing. It's just like a cut there. I wonder if that isn't making her just sore enough though.
Just
Kinda
sore
like
enough to
you were
walk
right.
kind of careful.
Yeah, it's just like she's got a raw spot on the bottom of her foot. See how she goes? You could just spray some, if you got any copper tox or anything like that, just spray it on the wound, like foot spray or whatever, just to see if it helps a little. That's the only thing I see, but she sure didn't have any issues with the flushing test at all. She didn't care at all.
Okay.
When Envy came in, we had found an injury on the back of her foot that our vet had initially thought was the cause of her lameness. So while she was in quarantine, we did take that time that Karen cleaned up the area and shaved it. We did chlorhexidine soaks. By the time she came out of quarantine, though, the weather was turning and it was all muddy and turning into winter. We weren't seeing any improvement, so it became pretty clear to us that there was more going on than just the initial injury.
It looks like it's making a little bit of progress on top, but obviously nothing with the bottom.
Gosh, don't even have a hoof, do you? It's just meat. Well, last time I tried to cut this, it bled like crazy, so.
Yeah.
I'm right there right now, too. Gosh, you literally don't have a hoof. You literally don't have a hoof, girl. Yeah, it's just all raw her. Real easy for me to get right to where you live real quick, isn't it? See, just scraping along on that stuff, and there I am, right into her right away. Well, this frog looks all right, so you're not going to be so aggressive with it. It doesn't seem to go under the frog, so okay.
So we found an article written by Tracy Turner, who is a vet who is specialized with canker. In this article, he states that he would freeze it, and then as the affected tissue was taken care of, you could remove it. So we decided that we were going to go ahead and see what our vet thought about trying that.
Just be really aggressive with this.
So we don't got to worry about what all we touch with it? Okay, that was my main thing.
Nope.
Just spray it all
This
over
is gonna
and
take forever to get down through there.
So do that, and then you said something about like scraping off layers,
What's that?
and that's what'll make it to scrape off layers.
I can't. As soon as I start scraping on it, it bleeds.
but this was supposed to like freeze it and kill
This will
it,
freeze it,
scrape
kill it.
that off and then get deeper.
But you're gonna have to keep going. Look how long those little pedestals are. They're like this long. That's why it's so hard to kill them or do anything with them. I sprayed this area too. See, this bleeds right away. See, as soon as I start rolling across it, it bleeds right away. What a mess. What a mess.
Well, it's just 1 foot, not all 4.
Yeah, thank God. Gosh, that's an ugly thing. I still wonder how they think you can get ahead of that stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Man, like I said, she worked on that for 2 years. And it was kind of that same type of thing. She never did anything like this where she tried to freeze it. I wonder if we can freeze that though, if we can kill it. But all we're doing is freezing the very top. Well,
Scrape it or fire it.
and then we'll just keep on, literally just gonna burn it down. That's what we're gonna do. I mean, how else this guy?
So basically we're going to want to do this because I think you said in the thing like 2 or 3 times, so we're kind of going to want to do it till it's
Oh, this is a tip.
gone.
I mean, just like I said, it's almost this long in
Yeah.
some of those things. And if you scrape the top, it just bleeds. So I can't, you know, I'm not gonna melt that down in you know, even a couple, 3 treatments, it's gonna probably still only be so long that we're just gonna have to. One article, I think it's one you showed me.
Yeah,
They scraped it right off. Well, look what happens when you scrape it off. All I do is scrape off one little thing, and it bleeds like crazy. They're like warts. They got a decent blood supply in them. They're so darn long. I think you can be pretty aggressive with this because this isn't.
Well, our main thing was we didn't know like what structures it could touch. It was like if this gets on the frog, is that bad?
Yeah, it's not.
If we can just kind of spray it, it's not.
Yeah, but even the frog's starting to be affected now. I see.
Yes.
They talked about how they just scraped that all off. You can see if he's got some. This is really ugly. I mean, this is just like just a massive bunch of. I can't think of a way to shrink them off. That's the big thing, is how you get them to go away. Maybe this is it. Maybe just freezing them down and just.
That's what they do for people, I guess.
Yeah, I think you could be fairly aggressive with it myself. Most things are gonna take forever to freeze down.
Ouchie baby.
So when Jim was out here and looking at Envy's foot again, we discussed the article that we found that was written by Tracy Turner. And we told him that we had left a message and we hadn't been able to get a hold of him, so he's going to see if he can get a hold of him for us. I just got a call that I missed from Jim, and he left us a voicemail, and it happens to be that I know it's already about Envy, so I'm going to play this and hopefully get it on video.
Hi, Danny. This is Jim Schmidt. I finally got a hold of Tracy Turner and talked to him, give you what I found out. If you just want to call me back at this number, or Cindy wanted to call me back, that's fine. We can tell you what he told me. Okay, talk to you later.
Let's call Jim back.
Let's call Jim.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear us now?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Yeah, I finally got a hold of Tracy Turner today.
Okay.
And he was not very optimistic.
Oh, what did he say?
Well, he said that those are really extensive. His first suggestion he made was take it to a university someplace, and it's going to take a long time treatment, and then it might not even be successful. Then I told him, well, we don't have those kind of funds, that we could never do something like that anyway. But yeah, he wasn't very optimistic. He said it's such a big area, and he said, you know, they'd have to do a surgery, cut him off, and with that it would be little chance it would heal up to that completely.
So was he recommending euthanasia?
Yeah, they're going to be. He said just because it's such a big area, and he said even with the cryo, you know, freezing it, he said it's so thick and so deep that he said it would take forever if he ever got him off. He didn't think it could be done. He said even at the university level, he said the chances are pretty good that they wouldn't be able to get it either, even just because it's so extensive. It just covers such a big area of her foot.
All right, and he didn't have any ideas like to try last shot or no?
No, he said that just because it's so big, he said that he was going to suggest that cryo freezing it, but he said this is just such a big area and it's so thick that he said that, you know, it'd take you forever to freeze them off, and he said there'd probably be spots that it still wouldn't work on, that they wouldn't get them off, and she'd still be sore. So he was really pessimistic about it. I guess he's evidently done a few of these, and he said even the ones that went to the university where they cut them off and laser surgery them, he said a bunch of them ended up having to be euthanized because their feet were so sore.
All right, well, thank you.
Yeah, I wish I could give you better news because she's such a nice horse, but
She is a
they
sweetheart.
didn't have any really good optimism at all. He said it's just such a big area and it's so thick.
All right, well, thank you for getting hold of him for us, Jim.
Yeah, it only took me about 5 phone calls and 3 text messages, but I got him.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Jim.
Yep, thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
We were very happy to hear that Jim finally got a hold of Dr. Turner, but unfortunately it wasn't the news we were hoping for.
After we got done with that phone call, I knew right away that I needed to go down and show Cindy so that she was in the loop with the news we got on it.
When Danny gave me the news about Envy, I was devastated, to say the least. All weekend long, I kept replaying the conversation in my mind over and over again. And then one part kept sticking out where he had told him there's no way we could afford to take her to the university. We didn't have those kind of funds, which is true. But our supporters are so amazing, and they helped out so much with Harper and Ernie, and their outcome was such a success. I just kind of thought, what's it going to hurt to try? Make a couple phone calls, have the vets at the university level take a look, and see if we can do anything. Worst case scenario, they would agree that it was too far gone and the end result would be the same. I mean, if there's a chance, we gotta try at least. And so when Monday came around, I kind of made the decision. I talked to Nate that we're at least going to make some phone calls and go from there. I told Danny to get on the phone and let's see what we can find out.
We sent Envy's information over to a couple of the major universities to see if they were maybe willing to take a look at her and see if there was anything they could do. But in the meantime, there are horses that are still needing our help.
No?
I don't know for how long I'll get to hold your hand, to be your guiding light in the darkest of nights. I will try to do my best until the day that I die. I won't lie. It's not going to be easy, but I'll try. Don't you worry, I'm not going anywhere. I will stay here. And as long as my heart beats like a drum, then I won't back down. No, I won't back down. Know that we will fight and be too proud to say the other one was right. And one day you will leave and start your own family. I will try to do my best until the day that I die. I won't lie. It's not going to be easy, but I'll try. Don't you worry, I'm not going anywhere. I will stay here. And as long as my heart beats like a drum, then I won't back down. No, I won't back down. Don't you worry, I'm not going anywhere. I will stay here.
So within the first couple of days of them being here, we have Doc Jim come out and look them over just for general health. He checks their hearts, lungs, lymph nodes, any major lameness issues that we have noted, and just looks for some underlying things and making sure that they don't have a poor quality of life. Other than that, unless they need emergency farrier work, they are left to sit, decompress, just be a horse, and get used to being here for at least the next 30 days.
Ground there came off of this.
So just thin soles.
Well, yeah. Oh, gosh.
How old was the abscess?
It's been a while. You see here, she got blood clots here. So you can see the blood clots right there. See, that's all blood clot right there. You see the clot right there. And that's what her feet are just sore because she's thin-soled, tender.
So would a trim and possibly front shoes?
Oh, you gotta be really careful about tripping.
Okay.
Yeah. There. See the same thing over there. Oh, look at this. See? This is all separated. That frog's already separated off. I didn't cut it. It's already been peeled away. It's just a flap hanging there. See, that's all separated. Got crap up underneath there. See, it's all pulled away. Huh. I don't know what happened there, girl, but whatever it was. Not very good for you, was it? See, there's more bruising right there. See, that's all separated. That's all a new layer.
Okay.
See, that's all double layered there. She had something going on there, foot abscesses or foot bruising, one or the other. Here you are. Well, I know it's gonna hurt, girl, but humor me anyway. See, she's just really thin-soled, sole bruising. Some padding, girl.
So just front shoes and pads?
Yeah, she's just really thin-soled. See what the farrier thinks, but hopefully we're getting out of winter enough now that you can do that, you know, and not have to worry about snow building up underneath them. Open your mouth a little bit for me. Oh yeah, he's young. He's probably 10, probably.
10?
He's pretty young.
This looks like a V almost.
That's a V,
That looks
yeah.
like a V, and then it kind of looks like those two
Like a lightning strike or something.
X together almost.
I'd say the next thing maybe is X-ray the coffin joint and just see what's going on in there. Because he does limp on it. It looks like, well, it's twisted. I mean, the lower foot's twisted. But he's fully flexible. He didn't care. I was twisting it all around. Yeah, but he's going to look at that and go, what the heck? I mean, that's two different shoe sizes right there. I mean, that's completely different. But
I wonder if they threw him on him to make him more sound for the auction. Because originally they had him. No, they had him bid it up to like $1,600, and the auctioneer said something, and everyone's like, "Yeah, no, I'm out." That's why we ended up with him.
Nope. He says that doesn't bug me at all. Boy, he's got narrow heels too. Look at those things. Look how contracted his heels are. Jeez.
So sounds like a lot of crappy farrier work.
Yeah, but see, this doesn't bug him at all. To do any of this. See how much thicker that side is out there? It's almost like a side bone there or something. There's something going on in that foot. Okay, good. Boy, you're a young guy. You sure got a crooked leg over there.
Manicotti. He's the man.
Oh, yeah.
How old is he?
He's probably well into his 20s. I'd say 25.
25?
Yep. That's as far as it bends right there. Got a lot of arthritis in that knee, don't you? Okay. Give me a little smile. Oh boy, you're not too bad. Are you? Not too bad.
How old is she?
Maybe 15. See, this is fully flexible. I can touch it. Oh, but that one over there, I don't know. Probably easy go. It's okay. You're being good. Good. Don't worry about it. It's gone. It's way back there. It's not even close to you. Let's see this one. I can only get to about there. And that's it. I can force it, but I don't want to hurt her.
Think she'll really do light riding, Jim?
Oh, I think so. Pretty young yet. It doesn't seem to bother you too much. I mean, when I was watching her walk up here, I didn't see it. But then when I got up here, I saw the knee and I thought, oh crap. She's not going to jump or be a jumper or anything like that, or barrels, but well, it's pretty floppy there, isn't it? Maybe she's just not tensing up though. Boy, she can't really stop me, can she?
But she just about fell over turning around.
Gosh, she can't stop me though. You can't stop me, can you?
Did I get an age on her?
Oh yeah. But see, there's not much, no resistance back there. If I was a respectful person, I wouldn't ask, would I? They're pretty old. I'd say 25. Oh, you are young.
Hmm.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Oh, like 5, 6 young? She's really young. Look at her. Look at the stars in her lower teeth yet. So she's not even 8. So she's probably around 4 or 5, even 5. Because she's got a 4-year-old.
Let's go 5.
Oh, you're not very old either. No, you're not. Gosh. Let's put her around 12.
12?
Thing. This is like a contact dermatitis. She must have been in something. Yeah, it was irritated or she didn't like it, whatever reason. I thought it was rain rot at first, but it's not. Yeah, she's got more face.
She looks less lame now than she just did.
Well, she's all pumped up right now. Well, let's just take a look at her. There we go. It looks good there. White line separation. No pain or anything there. Fully flexible. Nothing going on in that foot anyway. That's a girl. What the heck?
What?
Look at that. You forget that chunk of hoof out of there, maybe you'll be able to walk better. Yeah, wow. She's just overgrown on their bars there.
I know.
Stick
they
with
hurt.
me for just a second. I just want to do a pinch test on them. Nope, that's not her. She just really needs a hoof trim. But it doesn't hurt. And she got full flexibility on everything, so you just need your feet turned up.
Oh, you stinky, honey. God. Oh, baby. Today Today's the day we are taking MB to the University of Minnesota. See if they can do something with her foot. They're going to do some radiographs, x-rays to make sure the integrity of the hoof itself is still intact. And then they'll let us know if they're going to be able to proceed. So I'm going to cry, so. Bye, big girl. Good luck. We love you. When we heard back from the vets at the University of Minnesota and they wanted some pictures of the foot, obviously, to take a look at it and give us their opinions, we were guardedly hopeful. And sure enough, a couple days later, we received a phone call and we discussed the procedure, the potential cost, and obviously the likelihood of success. And we reached out to our supporters and asked for some help, and we were ecstatic that we were able to make this happen thanks to all of our amazing supporters out there. And she would at least have a chance. Worst case scenario, wasn't going to change where we were at the time. So off to the U of M she's going. Oh.
So we had just dropped off Envy at the U of M, and we were just waiting for a phone call to see what they found on their eval and to see if they were going to be able to do the procedure that day, or even if they were going to be able to do it at all. And then the phone rang.
We actually might have the opportunity to get started with her today, so I'll just call. And what's your name again? Sorry.
This is Danny.
Danny. Okay. Are you the one I call after we get started with her and stuff and work on her?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. Alright, perfect. Sounds good. Well, hopefully you'll hear from me later tonight.
Sounds good, thank you.
Yep, drive safe.
Thank you.
To give you a little update on Envy. So we were up there I was doing my physical, and then we were going to pull her up to kind of start on her foot, and she started acting very colicky. She's not the first person in the hospital today to do it, but I just want to let you know we gave her some Banamine, and we're just going to watch her, and then we either might just monitor her and then do the procedure tomorrow as we originally planned, or just kind of see how she does, and if she settles in and she's just getting more depth. It also happened right when another horse had walked by her and left, and she seemed to get really upset about that. So we're just gonna give her some time to see if she's feeling better, to see kind of what incited the behavior.
Okay, sounds good, thank you.
As we were driving home, when the phone rang that second time, it was not at all the news we were expecting or prepared for. Last she had said is they were getting ready to go ahead and start the procedure already that day, which was exciting because, it sounded really good, really optimistic. And when she told us she was displaying these colic signs, it was just, what? Why? And it was upsetting. We were very worried about it. She said she would keep us posted, obviously, and that she was doing okay. So we got home. We decided to just, keep her spirits up. We got home in time to do our Wishlist Live video. And we went ahead and did that. And then they called.
Yes.
Anybody else say hi to Kylie?
Everyone's saying hi. Yeah.
All right, good to work. No.
You do it.
You're good. You can go. We're gonna open packages. Thank you, Kylie.
Yeah, we're gonna start opening.
But when they come in and
Oh, that wouldn't be them.
no, they're calling my phone. When you see new ones like every third day, it's not as hard. What is this? Oh, okay.
It is them?
Oh,
She's on the phone with the hospital. Sorry.
I guess what would you recommend? I mean, so what was it that was abnormal on the exam? So if something's not where it's supposed to be, like what are we looking at long term? He's never done anything. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you could just keep us updated. After hours, if you could, you have a pen. Okay, if you could call 715. Well, it's my husband's, but he always answers. By the end of the phone call with her, I was just so, it had been such an emotional roller coaster of a day. Even just taking her to the university that morning was hard. And not knowing if I'd ever see her again, you know. And to think that it was going to be colic that would ultimately be the end was really hard. And I had to walk out on the live. I felt terrible, but I had to compose myself. Usually I'm pretty good at kind of planning my meltdowns, not planning, but making sure no one's around to witness them. And so I had to step out and compose myself as best I could. And I can't thank Marissa and Danny enough for going ahead and jumping in where I was about to lose it, like I am now. So that was really hard. Colic is just, it's very scary. And being so far away and there's nothing you can do and you're just waiting for a phone call. That was pretty tough.
well,
Do you have to head out?
I do need to go, so.
Okay.
I will pop back in quick.
Alright.
You want to give me your mic?
Alright. Bye, guys. I'll see ya.
Bye. Hopefully I'm not too loud. Let me know if I'm too loud. That was the university that called. Not the best news. So she was talking about how she was displaying the colic signs and stuff, and they tubed her, gave her Banamine and stuff, and she is responding to the pain meds. But they did a rectal exam, and like the colon isn't in the right place. She said she shouldn't have been able to feel it where she did. And then they felt a band around, I don't remember what, bowel maybe. And she suspects that's from the colon. And she said it might go back into place on its own, but she was wanting to know, like, if it comes to where she's going to need surgery, what we're going to want to do and, like, how far we want to go. And we're not going to be able to afford that. So, hopefully it'll just, go away. She said right now she's fine and stuff, but, I don't know, just keep her in your thoughts. I'm going to go. So that's it. Thank you, everyone.
All right. So, live's been kind of a roller coaster, but I'm going to sign this one off and say thank you to everybody. And hopefully we have better news next time we talk to you guys. But keep her in your thoughts, keep her in your prayers. And if you're able to donate to help for her care, we would appreciate it. But no Midwestern goodbye today.
The weather had been really gross, and everyone was kind of feeling down in the dumps, especially with everything happening with Envy on top of it. everyone was feeling like we were just due for a win, to help everyone just kind of get out of the funk that we were stuck in.
Luckily, everything going on around the rescue was still the same as it was before as far as adoption showings and stuff scheduled would be. So we had a couple of them scheduled, and we were really hoping that one of them would be the good news we needed to help cheer everybody up.
And I just fell in love with the paints. I'm like, the paints are what I want. And then, of course, you watch like Heartland. And then there's a horse named Paint. I'm like, yo, I love the color and the patterns. They're like my cows. I like the shorthorns. I do the shorthorn breeds. I show cows. So, yeah, no.
Spicy. You can tell Danny hasn't been here the last 4 days. Alright, well, we can head out and go down to the arena. I'm sure you remember it's a little bit of a hike, but...
Oh, yeah. I need to stretch my legs anyways.
How long did you drive?
2 hours and 50 minutes.
Oh!
Good boy. There you go. You pick up your feet so nice. Good boy. Good job. That's what. I can.
Look, I want the camera.
You're fine. There you go.
He can be a little pushy going back to his friends.
Come on, Sonny boy.
Like a kid.
I made myself laugh. I do that very easily. Yeah, just remember I'm in boots, so if you take me on ice, I will be falling.
So what are we thinking?
I like them.
Okay, I'll throw him in a stall then.
Do you like them enough you want to take them off?
Yeah, yep.
The big jump. Oh my God.
Hi, buddy. How are you? You want to take your mittens off? You're okay in yours. Hi. You're so beautiful and tall. Hi, are you curious?
Very.
You are. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was nice.
Do you want to give her a leg up, Mom, or do you want me to?
How does it go when I give you a leg up?
I flip her off the other side once you can do it.
Oh, okay.
You off? Not. She doesn't want to get off the horse.
Well,
We're a little
if
cold.
you were, what are you thinking? Because we could get the adoption photo with her up there. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I love her.
No.
She was really good. She was very patient with me.
We always had
I'll
the
draw
rubber
behind
neck
you.
and we're like, I wonder if there's experience.
Well, Ryan, I think you got your horse.
I really liked her. And you were so patient that I did not have time.
Gracie?
Didn't Gracie come here with Lola?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lola was what I was interested in, but I wanted someone who needed a little more something.
Look at that.
Okay. Not bad. But not only did we get one horse adopted, we got 3. So when Jim was out, he did note that a few of the horses did need some pretty immediate hoof care. There was one mare that he really thought needed some front shoes, and a couple that were really overgrown and just sore. So we had our farrier out as soon as possible to help take care of those feet.
Luckily, when the farrier looked at a couple of the horses, it wasn't as bad of news as we thought. So with everything going on, that news definitely helped us get out of the funk we were in even more.
So what I'm going to try and do is re-weight her a little bit, take off a little bit of the inside heel so that it doesn't push so hard over. Hey, relax. You might like this. You never know. Good girl. Good girl. And as I suspected, the inside heel is quite a bit longer. Oh, we'll do a shell on this side. Hey, your tummy works.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Oh, sweetie. There we go. Now we got a little more weight shifted to the inside so it's not so hard on this outside. This foot is a lot more normal size-wise. See, since she's putting so much weight on the outside of that one has drawn up. But this one, she's obviously compensating a lot of weight with. So it's normal size. We're not really going to try and move the center of gravity over on this one. We're just going to keep it pretty flat. 15. I wonder if she crashed. Hurt that knee somehow like that. Back feet seem to be in good shape. Nice normal teardrop shape. Good strong foot. There's a serious difference in the size of each foot. She's landing very, very toe first on the right front. I don't think it's a suspensory ligament problem because they feel normal. Deep digital flexor tendon feels normal. But the angles are completely worn different. This toe is completely worn back because she keeps dropping it into the dirt. Can't really see why she's doing it. She just doesn't seem to want to stretch this side. Real short stubby on it. But she's fine on that side.
They thought potentially shoes.
I don't think it's a foot problem. We're limited on space in here, otherwise I'd show you what I'm looking at. Let me look and see what we got underneath.
Right.
But there's there's a very large discrepancy between the two. And when she's coming up, she very short strided to the front right and stabbing it in the ground. Putting all kinds of weight on the front left. That's what's making me think that it really isn't a hoof problem. But let's see what we got underneath. Good girl. She doesn't mind that. That's good. Yeah, there's a real big bevel right here that she's already done, even on this soft ground, by stabbing it in the ground. Well, she has been shod before. Not too long ago. There's nail holes still in there. No evidence of founder. She's got a lot of soul. She got really shelly hoof walls. There's just not a lot of wall there at all. Distortion here. Things that make you think why. Sweetheart. This is a tough one. See a little distortion on the white line on that one spot. Don't know what that's from. I don't see any dings in the coronary band that made it go down funny. Yes, sweetheart. She's significantly shorter in this foot, depth and cuppiness. We'll see what we got under the other one. They are way different angles. That could be affecting things too. I just don't see anything in the limb that's got me concerned. The tendons and ligaments felt fine. She flexes. She just walks really, really hard on that front right side. That's good. She'll put weight on that side. She's loading it right up. Looks like she had a honking abscess in this one. It's all cut away. Now she's having trouble with the weight. Our angles are about right, even. This foot is so set back. She is very prone to abscesses. I can see some old ones in there and some stone bruising. Gracious me. We'll get her dump backs done and then we'll walk her. I'm not sure if shoes are really going to help her. And the reason I say that is because she will put weight on that front right, but she doesn't want to. I don't see a reason though. Her soles are low, yes. But with this slop, putting shoes on her, as thin as her hoof walls are, she'd probably throw them. But she is balanced now, and she should get some relief because she was way steeper on that foot. But I think the steepness is because she likes to drop that toe hard. Find the right spot. Where do you want to put it? Man, I think you've been rid hard, put away wet one too many times. I wonder why that foot is so much smaller. I think it's probably the same reason that hers is.
That had not possible ring
No calcium at all in the first phalanx of the coffin joint. No high ring bone, none there either. I'm curious, why would he be so much smaller? I guess, it could be like that epimere. He's putting so much weight over here and pushing all the weight down on the outside here that it's drawn those heels together just like hers. Or maybe he's actually kind of club-footed, which is entirely possible. We'll see that for sure when I get done trimming him. Oh, thank you. Sweet nothings in my ears. We'll switch with you.
Yep.
Come on, pal. She's not wearing it funny. Shoes flat. Holy jeez. Nope, abscess. Oh boy. That's a good one. Oh buddy. Taking weight, well, that foot's giving him a little bit of goofness, and then putting all his weight most of the time on this foot, probably developed that abscess.
This is Dr. Jenny Young from the U. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Hey, I was just calling to update on Envy and let you guys know she's doing really well. And I'm just got done changing the bandage and plate this morning, and things look really good. And I talked to Cindy on Saturday, I believe, and told her she could go home today if that works out for you guys. So I was just kind of calling to see what your guys' day looks like, and then to see if you're going to need some bandage material and things as well.
We will definitely need the bandaging materials, just so we have what she needs. I wouldn't think today would be an issue. We need to check our weather. We're still getting snow.
Ideally, just for me to get everything together and be available to talk with you guys, it'll best would probably be later this afternoon anyway. Yeah, probably like by 3-ish, I should have everything kind of ready. I just got to gather all the supplies then, and...
Sounds good. We'll give you a call back when we figure out when we're able to come.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. And I know I talked to Cindy about changing the bandage and everything with you guys, but I just went ahead and did it this morning, but I videoed everything, and then I can send you guys the videos.
That's perfect.
Yep. Okay, great. All right, yeah, let us know.
All right. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Yep, bye-bye.
The next morning they called and said that she seemed to be cleared of all the colic symptoms. She was doing well. Everything seemed to be back in place. And they were going to go ahead with the cancer procedure, which we knew there was no guarantee on that either. We didn't know how far down they were going to have to go. As it turns out, they had to take out her soul within 2 millimeters of her coffin bone. It was very extensive. They felt pretty confident they got it all. And it was just kind of a waiting game, and they were going to keep us posted over the weekend. She called on Saturday, was the last time I spoke to her, and told me everything was going well. She was doing good. She was eating well. She didn't seem sore on that foot, and she was going to go ahead and wait to rewrap it until Monday. And she would call me if anything changed over the weekend. Otherwise, she'd give us a call Monday, and after she took a look at it, to see if she could come home. And when she called that we could come pick her up and everything looked good, it was just, we were elated. It was just, obviously we're still guardedly optimistic, but it had been a really long 5 days. And to be going home and at least being able to see her again and bring her back was all I could ask for. No, you're fine.
There she is. Oh, baby. Hi. Come on, honey. It's like 8 o'clock at night. But I get to walk into this. There she is. Hey, baby girl. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, I've missed you. I've missed you. Let's get your meds. Yeah.